Friends, brothers and sisters, I stand before you a broken man. My cousin Tzachi Dan was taken hostage to Gaza after terrorists murdered his firstborn daughter, Mayan, in their home on October 7th. She had just turned 18. The balloons from her party were still up in the house. They forced Gali, Tzachi's wife, to unlock her phone so they could live stream the horror, proud of their brutality. It lasted for hours. Clips of Shacha and Yaeli, the children, sobbing and pleading. They were among the first images the world saw. A lot of people know my family from those images, from those videos of the children sobbing uncontrollably because they had just seen their older sister murdered in front of them. They marched Tzachi to Gaza with the blood of his firstborn still all over him. That was the last time we had seen him in person, alive. We fought tooth and nail to bring him home alive. We saw him paraded in Hamas propaganda videos, horrifying, yet proof that he still breathed. It gave us hope, and we continued to fight. We screamed at the sky, but our worst fears came true. Tzachi returned to us in a coffin in February. We buried Tzachi next to our beloved Mayan. You don't move on from that kind of loss. It is etched into your bones. It sears every waking moment. We breathe in grief. We exhale anguish. But we don't have the luxury of self-pity. We pick ourselves up and we fight for the 50 hostages still left in Gaza. One of those hostages is Omri Miran, our neighbor from Nahal Oz. Omri's a husband, a son, a friend. He's gentle, he's loving, he's kind. He's not a bargaining chip. He's a human being, and he must come home to his daughters, Roni and Alma, who miss him deeply, and Dishai and his father, Danny and his brothers. But the world wants to forget the hostages. They've slipped from the headlines, the silence, deafening. They are not just hostage to the terrorist ghouls of Hamas and Islamic Jihad. They're also hostage to the world's indifference. Every moment they remain in chains is a choice by cowardly leaders to look away. We will not look away. We will not be silent. We will not be still. Silence is a sentence. The fastest way to end this nightmare is to free the hostages. I call on the UK government to exert every means at its disposal, to exert pressure on Hamas's and Islamic Jihad state benefactors, countries like Qatar and Turkey. I call on them I remind them what moral clarity looks like. There must be no reward for terror. There must be no recognition without release. We couldn't save Tzachi, but Omri still has a chance. For those still alive, every moment counts. We've still seen the haunting images of Evyatar David, emaciated, forced to dig his own grave. A week has gone by and not a single UK newspaper has put that image on its front pages. How many people in the UK know the name Avinatan Orr?
I do.
His mother is British. How many know Ilan Weiss? His cousin lives in Sussex. Guy Gilboa Dalal, Alon Ohel, Yossi Sharabi, brother of Eli, whose brother-in-law Steve reminds us of their humanity. They are us. We are them. We fight for the living. We fight to bury the dead in Eretz Israel with dignity. We fight to make their names known, to not abandon them in Gazan hell tunnels. For my family's part, we are spearheading a class action lawsuit against Meta the parent company of Facebook, for allowing Hamas to live stream their crimes for hours, boosting their signal to millions, inspiring more terrorists. They must not evade responsibility. Every day that passes is a fresh sentence, not just for the hostages, but for their families, children without bedtime hugs, partners with no shoulders to cry on, parents with no answers. Still, we march, we protest, we speak, we scream. Because the hostages can't, because we owe it to the living and we owe it to the dead. Not next month, not next week, now, until the last hostage. Until
the last hostage.
Thank you very much. Am Yisrael Chai.
Am Yisrael Chai.